In fact, you know, how someone lives with Alzheimer's is a very personal experience, from the diagnosis all the way to treatment. Well, tonight, with the help of Dance Kaleidoscope, meet Bruce, who shares his really special journey to raise awareness about the warning signs, and he also offers a lot of hope to please keep on living. The interpretive performance tells the story of a man named Bruce Carver, who shares the beginning of his life journey of helping his family make a caregiving plan for his father.
I remember I saw him being more distant and less verbal each time I visited or even talked to him on the phone.
His father was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Years later,
I remember the doctor showing me a scan of my brain that had fragments. I had been progressing slowly for at least 15 years.
The story is now about himself as a patient.
And I never stopped saying for a long time, why me? Why me? And why now?
And now his focus is to live with purpose.
And this is kind of the way that, you know, I kind of looked at a men's line.
And spread the message of early detection and hope. The Alzheimer's Association says African Americans are about twice as likely as whites to have the disease or another dementia, and less likely to have a diagnosis, resulting in less time for treatment and planning. But a new Indiana University study about early onset and progression of Alzheimer's is gaining national attention.
When a younger person has dementia and Alzheimer's disease, it is generally a fairly pure form of Alzheimer's. And studying that can give us a lot more clues about how to treat the disease or what might originally cause it.
Bruce has his moments.
Each day I try to focus on the goodness and not the things that typically depress me.
He spends time celebrating life, including making jewelry, an extension of his father's artistry. It's another connection.
Making the world beautiful is an important thing to me.
The journey now is to cherish each day and the love from his family, friends, and partner Fred.
I thank my partner and the other people who have been my support network.
And stand tall and courageous in the face of Alzheimer's.
Feed your soul all the time, because that's the only reason that we can wake up.
And truly having a support system is so vitally important, and also remaining active. In fact, Bruce is a former company CIO who makes jewelry for sale as well as donation, and here's one of his beautiful pieces. Now, there are 10 warning signs of Alzheimer's, including confusion with time and place and memory loss that disrupts your daily life. I have the entire list for you on our website. Just go to WTHR.com. And again, thank you so much, Bruce, for sharing his very personal story.